That is no excuse for what you did. You understand? So you need to stay on your medications. Your children do not need to see you acting outrageous.
Welcome to the bench of justice.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 8577W, State of Texas versus Jose Mercado. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Michael Villarreal, the state.
for the defense?
For defense.
And are you Mr. Mercado?
Yes, ma'am.
We're here for sentencing. You entered a plea of no contest on September 6th. According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Cases are being taken in consideration, and there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
State
Yes,
defense?
Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report?
Not from the CR.
No, Your Honor, just may I comment on one,
Yes.
on the evaluation report at the last sentence. It says it's difficult to ascertain the extent of the client's use of amphetamines due to his denial. That's illogical. It's difficult to ascertain the extent of the client's murder cases because he denied committing murder. That should be stricken, Your Honor.
Okay, and so that the record can be clear, your client has not been charged with murder. You are using that as an analogy or an example, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
No further objections.
Anything, state you wish to say?
No, Your Honor, this is an agreement and we're going to defer to the abundant wisdom of the court.
All right, defense?
Your Honor, I believe he's expressed himself to you as he has to me and to the probation officer about his remorse and his awareness that he's got a mental illness that needs medication. When he doesn't take it, that's the problem. We ask that you follow the recommendations and the suggestions of the probation department.
All right. And Esther Castro, what is his relationship to Esther Castro? I can't hear you.
Oh, she's my girlfriend.
All right.
Or wife. Yeah, your girlfriend. Okay.
I mean, I know you all agreed to no harmful or injurious contact, but I don't want him to have contact for now because he's at the jail. He's obviously on his medication at the jail, but he hasn't been out and about on his medications. And the court's concerns are that if he goes off his medication again, we're going to be back here for the same thing. So I'm going to want to see a track record before I allow you to have contact with her. You understand?
Sure.
Do you have another place to live?
Yeah, my sisters.
Does your sister want you there? All right, so I know a part of you, both you entered into agreement where there's no harmful or injurious contact with Esther Castro. Is there going to be an objection from either side that I allow no contact? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Temporary, no.
All right. So are you on SSI or will you have a place to work?
I have SSI.
How long have you had SSI?
10 years.
Do you have any children?
Yes.
What are their ages?
They're 6 and 5.
All right. What's their birthday?
Yeah, I got that one.
All right, you got to remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Because when one of them ends up asking you for the car keys, which they will, you need to know their ages, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to sentence you to 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine that will be probated. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 6528881, Night Mag number 6711619, proof of SSI or employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. There's to be parenting classes with compadre, e-compadre. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. And where you're aware with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition.
Yes, ma'am.
Where you're aware with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent.
Sorry.
Knowing that, do you still wish to continue with this plea?
Yes.
All right. So there's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Esther Castro for 3 months. Probation, if he is on his medications, if he is fully engaged in his courses, and if Ms. Castro wants him back in the home and wants to have contact with him, then that can be changed to no harmful or injurious contact.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be the BIPP course, MIC caseload, 150 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived, and the remaining of the hours will be waived once you complete the parenting classes. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month while he's with his sister. And then if he moves in with Ms. Castro, then I'm going to want that 2 times per month for 3 months. And if he's on his medication and everything appears appropriate, then that can be as needed. Probation, is there anything else that he needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
Oh, man, that's all.
Who will be your doctor once you are released? Do you have a doctor that you see?
Yes, I go through Crystal Counseling.
All right. I want him to continue with the counseling with Chrysalis Counseling,
Crystal Counseling.
Crystal Counseling. Okay. So we'll add Crystal Counseling, and you're going to have to provide a waiver so that probation can make sure that you're attending those sessions. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? And because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Mercado, I understand mental health issues. I understand when people go off their medications, but that is no excuse for what you did. You understand? So you need to stay on your medications. Your children do not need to see you acting outrageous.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what is the tattoo on your neck?
The flower.
All right. And then the star and everything else?
Just a star.
And the words?
Says Hollywood.
Says what?
Hollywood.
Have you
I'm
been to
from
Hollywood?
I'm from California. I'm not from here.
All right. So you need to put that on your chest to
No,
remember.
Not really.
All right. Good luck to you. Probation is
All right,
going to go
thank
over
you.
conditions. You're welcome.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
The courtroom falls silent as the judge calls the case. State of Texas versus Jose Mercado. Mercado stands before the court, not for trial, but for sentencing. He had already entered a no-contest plea, accepting a deal that now shapes his future. The agreement includes a $1,500 fine and deferred adjudication, but the real weight of the moment comes from something deeper, an affirmative finding of family violence. As both sides confirm the details, the defense raises a minor objection in the report. The judge listens carefully, clarifies the record, and moves forward with precision. But it quickly becomes clear, this is not just about paperwork. This is about accountability. The court turns its focus to Mercado's mental health. His attorney admits the truth. He struggles with a condition, and worse, he doesn't take his medication consistently. That, the judge makes clear, is the problem. Concerned for the victim, Esther Castro, the judge takes a firm stance. No contact for now. Not until Mercado proves stability. Not until he shows he can follow the rules. Then comes the sentence. 5 years of deferred adjudication, strict probation conditions, counseling, parenting classes, and 150 hours of community service. His life is now under close supervision. The judge doesn't stop there. She looks him directly in the eye and delivers a message that cuts deeper than any punishment. Mental illness is real, but it is not an excuse. She reminds him of his children. Young, watching, learning. They don't need chaos. They need a father who is present, stable, and responsible. As the hearing ends, one thing is clear. This wasn't just a sentence. It was a warning and a final chance to change